Hi everybody, it's Dr. B here with Bellissima Dental Boutique, and we're going to be talking about Smile Makeovers today. So what exactly is a Smile Makeover? What I consider to be a Smile Makeover is anything that is going to enhance your smile. That can be from orthodontics, such as braces, it can be from tooth whitening, it can be from perio surgery like a gum lift or osseous crown lengthening, it can be crowns and veneers, composite or porcelain veneers, it can even be all-on-X restorations. Anything that is going to enhance your smile and make you feel more confident, that's what I consider to be a smile makeover. There's a vast number of procedures that I consider to be a smile makeover, but you have to understand as a patient, everything is customized to your smile, the outcomes that you would like, your inspiration, and how you present to us in the office. It is not a one-size-fits-all type of process that sometimes social media likes to make it seem. When you come in, you have the consultation, we're taking x-rays, we're doing a cleaning, we are taking measurements, we're taking photos, scans, making sure your teeth are healthy, talking to you about your objectives and long-term goals. What do you want your teeth to look like? Do you want them whiter? Do you want them bigger? Do you want them straighter? What is it that you want to achieve in your smile makeover? And that is not a one-size-fits-all process. So definitely when you're researching smile makeovers, when you're researching cosmetic dentists, you want to make sure that you're getting a customized experience and a customized smile. We hate to see it when patients are walking around with the same size shape and the same shade of teeth. So make sure that you're going to a dentist that's going to customize your most perfect, unique smile. We get it. Smile makeovers can be very, very costly. Now, there are numerous factors that goes into the cost of a smile makeover, depending on the procedure. Remember, we listed the procedures. If you needed a simple whitening because all you wanted was whiter teeth, obviously that's going to be less expensive. If you need orthodontics, that may be less expensive. When you start getting into porcelain crowns, porcelain veneers, all-on-X procedures, those are your higher ticketed items. Those things require more doctor time, more treatment planning, longer procedure time, more materials, and we have to involve an outside lab and lab fees. The prices for those procedures are going to be higher. If you are still interested in having a smile makeover and you don't know where to start, but spending that level of money on the porcelain veneers and crowns may be too expensive, you can invest in composite veneers. That's not requiring any labs, so there's no lab fees. It's just the dentist using a filling material known as resin or composite to restructure and reshape your teeth to give you that whiter smile. So composite veneers are an excellent option if you're not quite ready to make the financial commitment to doing and investing in something like porcelain veneers. Another factor that contributes to cost is your geographical area as well. Getting something and having treatment done within the United States is very different than going and having medical tourism and having dentistry done in a different country, and I don't advise it. There are many great, talented dentists across the world, but when it comes to follow-up, when it comes to maintenance, when it comes to issues, you want to see somebody that you can get to relatively soon. So I recommend going to a U.S. dentist. So another thing when we're talking about geographic location, it is definitely going to cost more if you are in a larger city and a more populous city than if you're in a more rural community. The cost of materials is the same, the lab fees are expensive, but the price per procedure based off of having veneers done in Beverly Hills and having veneers done in middle of Tennessee is going to be vastly different. So that's also something you want to keep in mind when you are interested in researching and doing cosmetic dentistry. I'm not telling you to pick a dentist to do your smile makeover based off of location. You make the decision based off of the connection and the trust you have with the dentist and the consultation, and then you figure out the finances. But I do want you guys to keep into consideration that one of the contributing factors to the cost of the procedure is the geographical area and location of the office. Another thing that may affect the cost of a smile makeover is the level of complexity. Is it a one-step? Are we just doing veneers and that's all we need to do? Are we just doing Invisalign and that's all we need to do? Are we just whitening? Those things affect the cost of the procedure. However, when we have to do multiple things to give you the smile of your dreams, that also affects the cost of the procedure. And I'll use myself as an example. Growing up, I wore braces 3 times, and I have what we call an orthodontic relapse, and a space between my 2 front teeth that we couldn't keep closed. I had a permanent retainer and everything. I had composite bonding, it chipped, it broke, it was ugly, it was staining. And eventually I decided, you know what? I want to have a pretty smile. I'm very insecure about it, and I'm a whole dentist. I knew that I needed to make the investment in myself and to be confident in everyday life, but also in front of my patients. So I decided that I would make the trip and make the investment in doing some cosmetic dentistry. I didn't have an easy case, right? I had already gone through the ortho, so my teeth were in pretty good alignment, prayerfully, braces 3 times, including a headgear, guys. Then I wanted whiter teeth, but I had white teeth, so I didn't have to undergo any bleaching. But I did have to have 2 different types of periodontal procedures. I had to undergo osseous crown lengthening, where they removed the bone so that I could have longer teeth because my teeth were little. And I had to have what we call a gum lift, where we remove soft tissue as well. Both of those procedures had to be done on top of the veneers that I had placed. So as you can see, because I needed multiple procedures, it definitely increased the cost, but it's worth it because I have a smile that I really love, that fits my face, and I'm so happy that I trusted my dentist and I did the things that they recommended to give me the smile of my dreams. Lastly, one of the biggest things that affects the cost of a smile makeover is material selection. There's so many dental materials out here, and usually people are just considering whether I'm going to get porcelain veneers or whether I'm going to get the composite or the resin veneers, and that is true. Resin veneers, because it's using that filling material, it's going to be less expensive. But even when we're talking about porcelain veneers, those porcelain veneers can also range in price depending on the type of porcelain we select to use. We can go from anywhere from an Emax porcelain, a zirconia porcelain, or even a more expensive porcelain called feldspathic porcelain. Each one is created in lab and they're fabricated differently. Feldspathic is ultra thin. It takes super duper special technique. It is a more expensive option because of the level of technique and the materials that's used. All of them are great options, and not everyone is a candidate for feldspathic or Emax. So you have to trust your dentist in the recommendations that they are making to you, but definitely understand that when you're looking at price and you're like, oh my God, why does this cost so much? It is multifactorial. We're talking about location. We're talking about the number of treatments that you need. We're talking about the complexity of your case. And we're even talking down to the type of materials that we are going to place in your mouth that is going to give you the smile of your dreams. Now, when we're talking about the cost, it is hard. And a lot of times when we're on social media and a lot of the questions that I get, the DMs and the comments are, hey doc, how much does this cost? We can't give you a price, right? I can't give you a price over the internet. We have to be able to see you. And just like I mentioned, each smile makeover is customized. So what are we trying to achieve here? Once you come in for a consultation, we've talked about expectations, we talked about what you're trying to achieve, then the dentist can give you some options. We can give you a price range. Smile makeovers, whitening can cost as little as $800. Orthodontics, Invisalign can be anywhere between $4,000 to $7,000. Traditional braces, same thing. And then, we never know how many veneers we may need. Maybe we need 4, maybe we need 8, maybe we need 10 or 12. Maybe we're doing a full upper and lower arch and we need 28. So it's hard to give those prices over the phone or just off a picture that you send via Instagram or TikTok, but you definitely can get all of that information in a smile design consultation. And I definitely recommend scheduling one of those. I think the biggest thing here to know is that not everything has to be done at once. You need to find a dentist that you trust, that has a vision, and talk to them about staging. Be realistic. If you know you want the Cadillac or the Mercedes or the Maybach of smile makeovers, go for it, but talk to the dentist about how we stage it and how we get there. And that may not be overnight. but the dentist that you trust, that you build this relationship with, they are going to help you stage things appropriately to get you there. If you could only do the top at that moment, then just do the top and plan to do the bottom. There's always financing options. Dentists usually offer or accept care credit or some other third-party financing. You can also talk to banks. People have retirement accounts. There's so many ways to finance dental treatment. We get that it's expensive, but this is an investment. Smile Makeovers have the ability to impact and enhance not only your self-confidence, your quality of life, and your smile for the rest of your life. And so it's an important financial decision that you are making, and you definitely want to review your finance options when you have that consultation with that dentist that you've built that relationship with. Guys, we have talked about what a smile makeover is. We've talked about complexity of procedure and the factors affecting the cost. We've talked about materials. We've talked about financing and how much these things could cost us. Now it's time to get in the chair. If you are looking to enhance your smile in any way, feel free to give Bellissima Dental Boutique a call. You can call our office at 910-778-1229, or you can schedule an appointment online at boutiquedentalandimplants.com. We look forward to welcoming you.